In the vibrant chaos of Lagos, Nigeria, where the Atlantic breeze mixes with the hum of ambition, lived Elijah Adebayo, now 35, the enigmatic CEO of Adebayo Global, a multi-billion-dollar tech and entertainment empire bridging Africa and Asia. Elijah was a force, tall, with deep mahogany skin, chiseled features from his Yoruba roots, and eyes that commanded boardrooms. Born to a Nigerian oil magnate father and a mother who instilled in him the value of global vision, Elijah had studied abroad in Seoul, South Korea during his university days. There, he built his first app, fusing African storytelling with K-drama flair, launching his fortune. But success came at a cost. His heart was armored, scarred from a youth of cultural clashes and lost loves. "Connections are fleeting," his father once said. Elijah believed it, until her. Kim Ji-Yeon, or Ji-Yeon as she preferred in her adopted Lagos life, was 34, a woman of quiet fire. Half Korean, half Nigerian. Her mother, a Seoul fashion designer who fell for a Nigerian diplomat during a trade summit. Raised between worlds, Ji-Yeon had porcelain skin with warm undertones, silky black hair cascading like midnight waves, and almond eyes that held ancient Han, Korean sorrow, mixed with Nigerian resilience. She fled Seoul's rigid expectations after high school, moving to Lagos to pursue graphic design. But life hardened her. Orphaned young, she supported herself through freelance work, vowing never to depend on anyone. Her beauty was ethereal, her spirit unyielding, like a cherry blossom in a harmattan wind. Their story ignited 15 years ago at an international high school in Seoul. Elijah, the charismatic exchange student, spotted Ji-Yeon in art class, sketching Blasian fusions, African masks with hanbok patterns. "That's genius," he said, his Nigerian accent wrapping around the words like velvet. She blushed, her Korean precision meeting his bold charm. Dates followed, stolen kisses under cherry blossoms, late-night jjajangmyeon shared with jollof rice experiments. Their love was electric, bodies entwining in his dorm, his hands tracing her curves as she whispered Korean endearments. "Sarange," she'd say. "I love you too," he'd reply in Yoruba, "Mo nifere." But storms brewed. Elijah's family demanded he return to Lagos for the empire. "Marry within our culture," his father insisted. Ji-Yeon's conservative Korean relatives echoed, "He's not one of us." A heated argument erupted. Elijah, pressured, accused her of holding him back. "This was just a fling," he shouted, regretting it instantly. Ji-Yeon, heartbroken, vanished into the night. Unbeknownst to him, that final night of passion left her pregnant. Terrified of rejection, she hid it, fleeing back to Lagos quietly, building a life in anonymity. 7 years passed like whispers in the wind. Elijah rose to billionaire status, his company dominating Afro-Asian media, K-dramas dubbed in Yoruba, Nollywood hits in Seoul. But success was hollow. Flings came and went, none filling the Ji-Yeon-shaped void. Rumors swirled of his playboy ways, but deep down, he searched social media for her ghost. Ji-Yeon thrived in Lagos' creative scene, running a small design studio blending hanbok with Ankara prints. Her son, Minjun, MJ for short, was 7, a perfect Blasian blend. Curly hair, warm skin, Elijah's smile. She told MJ his father was a traveler lost at sea, shielding him from pain. But finances strained. Her studio faced closure from a rival firm, Sabotage, led by Elijah's scheming ex-partner, the ruthless Miss Park, a Korean-Nigerian mogul with a grudge against Ji-Yeon's family. Fate intervened with a high school reunion invite, Seoul alumni gathering in Lagos for a gala. Ji-Yeon hesitated, but her best friend convinced her. Face the past. Elijah, the event's sponsor, attended to network, unaware she'd be there. The night arrived at a glittering Victoria Island ballroom, alive with K-pop remixes and Afrobeats. Elijah, in a sharp suit with Agbada accents, scanned the crowd. Then he saw her. Ji-Yeon in a fusion gown, hanbok silk with African beads, her beauty timeless. Their eyes locked. Ji-Yeon? He breathed, crossing the room. She froze. Elijah, it's been years. Conversation flowed like old times, laughter over shared memories, but tension simmered. Why did you disappear? He asked, his voice raw. You made it clear I was just a fling, she replied, eyes glistening. Guilt hit him. I was wrong. I've regretted it every day. He pulled her to dance, their bodies syncing effortlessly. In a quiet corner, passion reignited, a deep kiss, his lips claiming hers, hands exploring familiar territory. Come home with me, he whispered. That night, in his penthouse overlooking the Lagos Lagoon, they surrendered. It was more than they could explain. It was two souls reconnecting. But dawn brought reality. Ji-Yeon slipped away, leaving a note. Some secrets stay buried. In that instant, she felt pain and hurt all over again. Elijah hunted for her, using his resources. Meanwhile, Miss Park, eavesdropping at the reunion, saw opportunity. Jealous of Ji-Yeon's hold on Elijah, whom she'd pursued fruitlessly, she orchestrated sabotage, framing Ji-Yeon for corporate espionage, leaking proof to Elijah's board. Elijah confronted Ji-Yeon at her studio. Is this true? Stealing my designs? Hurt exploded. How could you believe that? After last night? He wavered, but evidence mounted. In rage, he cut ties, unknowingly pushing her deeper into despair. Then tragedy. MJ fell ill with a rare fever, needing expensive treatment. Ji-Yeon, desperate, considered revealing the truth. But Miss Park escalated. An accident rigged in Ji-Yeon's car, sending her crashing en route to the hospital. In the ER, as doctors stabilized her and MJ, Ji-Yeon whispered to her friend, If I don't make it, tell Elijah about his son. Elijah, alerted anonymously, rushed in. Seeing Ji-Yeon bandaged, MJ hooked to machines, a mini version of himself. Truth dawned. He's mine? Tests confirmed. Fury at Miss Park ignited. Investigations exposed her embezzlement and the crash plot. She was arrested, her empire crumbling. But Ji-Yeon, recovering, pushed him away. You didn't want me then. Why now? Because I never stopped loving you, he confessed on his knees. I was a fool, trapped by expectations. Blasian or not, you're my world. Ji-Yeon healed, but doubt lingered. Elijah proved himself, funding MJ's care, integrating Blasian elements into his company, like a new line of fusion media. He proposed publicly at the airport as she considered returning to Seoul. Dropping to one knee amid flashes, Marry me, Ji-Yeon. Let's build our Blasian empire together. Tears flowed. She said yes. A bystander filmed it. The hug, MJ jumping in, the crowd cheering. Uploaded to social media, it went viral. Blasian reunion, millions of views, breaking the internet with messages of cross-cultural love. Years on, Elijah, Ji-Yeon, and MJ thrived in a Lagos Seoul life. Company booming, family unbreakable. You hit our future, Elijah teased one evening, watching the sunset. And you found it, she replied, their lips meeting in a kiss that echoed across worlds. Love, dear listeners, transcends secrets and borders. If this Blasian tale moved you, like, subscribe, and comment your own cross-cultural stories from Velvet Love Tales.